Okay, guys, thank you joining. Thank you for joining. Right, so that's the first time, right? So I've no like I haven't done it before. So we can basically take a look first at the document that I already sent to you, right? So let me just share my screen for a sec. If I can share this one, right? Share sound. Yeah, share. Okay, you should be able to see, right? Okay, so I send you basically this document. So so that's essentially that's our information about Gearlog, right? So that's the website. That's our account number. I'm not sure. We just need to keep it somewhere, I think, stored. So we paid, I think once. So I think we paid for a year ahead. So every year I think we have to renew. For now, I think we're good. So this is like very long video link, and so you can get there, and then there's a passcode to get into the video. So it's a video with the company. So it's helpful in some ways, but also kind of very long. So right. So I tried to kind of extract all I could from this video, what is needed, right? So basically, you can. I think what you need is you need to basically send the link or set up an account for users, right? So it says here. So that's how you do it. We'll practice on the Gearlog just in a minute, hopefully, right? And then what I found that sometimes when you set up account, it gives like uh, uh, so it may give some options which you don't want the person to have. So you can change the account, right? You can change. Actually, that's the first one. It's our account, but yeah, but when you set up user's account, yeah, you can. You have to use this permission template to update the account. Otherwise, you can probably give them like I think by definition it gives like the administrative rights. So the equipment that we put in, it's already there. So I think there are two options. So we can look how we can search the equipment. It's kind of sorted in different categories. What I was trying to explain is that when you put new piece of equipment, you can add you can put into the description the category, because otherwise it's like a database. To search for the boots, you have to have boots into the like inside the description. If it's just boots category, it won't show up basically. So that's one thing. Right. Once we have the list, which I think we already have, we can export the list. Chat. I think Haley has some problems. Let's see one new message.
I was hearing you fine.
Yeah, I think maybe she has problem. Yeah. Okay. Be back. Anyway, so we can just go through that, and then when she's back, so we can hear, we can get right. So I think there are two ways. So they say you can reserve the gear, but it's not the same as you can get the gear out, like you can borrowing or returning the gear. So I think someone can reserve the gear and then they use the hand sign, and we can try to find it. You can also reserve gear by QR codes. Once we have them, we don't have them yet. We ordered or we tried to order. I think I haven't received them yet. And then you can also use serial number, which that's another option if you go to the website, right? See if she's participant. She back. Yeah. Okay. Just one sec. Show back. Okay. Is it better? Oh, she disappeared again. Okay, she disappeared again. All right. Anyway, so I think when you get the gear out to the user, you have to have this sign, like um, not the hand, but what's the name for this? I'm blanking. Yeah. So
That's like a clipboard.
it's a clipboard sign. Yes, right there. Yeah. So you can use clipboard. Uh, you can you should be able to use QR codes, but we don't have them yet. So we're trying to order the tags with QR codes and the numbers. So we'll see how it works. Okay. Let me stop sharing this one. You already have it, so you don't need to go through that like in more details. But okay. So you guys should be. So that's my login. Let me just log in. Okay, so once you logged in, basically you are in the Gearlog, right? So you can go to search, I think, and then you can search for like specific equipment, like boots, for example, right? So, and this will bring you to the so we have boots 34, right? And then here we can just go manually. So I think it will search for what we have in the description, right? So for example, Scarpa double boots size. You can close this by clicking on this cross, right? And then you have basically all the equipment that we have for now. So we have climbing shoes, harnesses. Um, we have some like what is that? Other climbing gear, right? We have yes, we have medical kits, choke bag, right? Methodus, bouldering. We have crash pads. Okay. So we should be able to search all of that. So we can crampons. Okay, so we have avalanche transceivers. Nice, very nice. There are three of them. Okay, good. So that's right. So if you're a user, right, you basically go and search for the piece of equipment. Let's say you want to get something, right? You get crampons, for example. Crampons, right? Search for crampons, and then so these are your crampons, right? So you decide you have, I mean like this one, right? So you click on this one. So I think if you use the hand, you can reserve this gear. So if you reserve, it will ask you, that's me for now, right? But you can also do reservation of someone else. So you can select the user, right? So for example, Patrick, right? So we can reserve for you crampons. There's no phone number, anyway. But you can put start and end date for the reservation. So by definition is today. By the definition is like 1 month from now. But you can change that, right? You can also do the time of when the reservation starts and return. And reservation site we only have one site, I think. Okay, so you can record or you can cancel, right? If you want to loan the gear, right, or borrow it, I guess, right? Yeah, so they call it loan, but because I guess you're the one who's like giving the gear out, right? Again, you can select if it's you. I mean, if it's user, it would be only one name. If you are an admin person, you can see all these people, right? So for Alan, for example, I can decide that I'm going to give him gear. So same idea. So you can choose the date uh, when it's going to start. You can choose date when it's going to be returned. Um, the payments, we don't have payments, right? But they have the option yes, no. So for now we don't have any payments. Um, and then I suggest, yeah, we can do usage. You can send yes, and then it will just put in the database the usage for the gear use. Okay. So okay, so let's remove usage for now for a second, right? So let's pretend that it's loaned, right? So now we can see that the gear, so the crampons is on loan, and I think if you want to return it, so I think you have to click again on the um, same board, right? And then you just click, and then you say, okay, select the status, whether it's good, we say good, right? And any comments, and you just say return. So done. It's return. Okay, so it's borrowing, right, and returning. Another thing which I was going to mention, right? So we'll need to add users, right? So what is this, right? So we go to settings. Yeah, just move it here. Yeah, we'll go to settings, and we go to user accounts. So here we already have users, right? And you can see, so you and Heli, you are power users, right? So you are basically admin people. The rest are normal users. So what can happen if you give someone permission? You can give accidentally the power user permission. So you can just click on that, and then you can roll it back to um, somewhere here, I think. Oops, yeah, qualification held. There are lots of things here, but I think you can roll it back to the power use site. So if you click here, I think, yeah. So if you click the on the pencil, then it will let you change. So you can go from power user to normal user if you want to do that. Okay. So how to get more general uh, permission, right? So if you want to send invitation to a bunch of people, right, you can just copy this link. There's a link at the bottom, and you can send this link. Before doing that, my suggestion is, so you can go to user permission template here. No, nope. So you can update. So by definition, I think it was power user, but now I switched to normal user. So yeah, it's okay. I think normal user, but you can change that. So when you generate this link, before generating link, you can check this settings, right? So if it's okay, you can just copy the link basically, and then you can send it. And then people with this link, they can click on the link, and then they should be able to register as the normal users. And I think that's about it, I think. So in addition to that, yeah, so once a year we can actually we can check the list of the equipment. We can extract information if we want to. We can get the usage information. What else I was going to say, right? I think for now, what also we need to do. So if we go back to equipment, right? Uh, just one sec, right? So if I go to settings, right? So I changed the serial number format. So I changed it so you can see how it is. So now it's like PMC is Potomac Mountaineering Club, because we might separate from the Appalachian Trail Club. If we do, then we'll keep it. Will be like a little bit simpler, I think. So for now we have PMC, we have number. So that's so you screw left sequence. I think our, yeah, number, it should be very simple. I think I screw So I tried not to. So I think I tried to update it. Yeah, maybe we can update it. So I think what we have just PMC and the number. I think here we'll have everything, but in the tough tags which we ordered, I think we only have PMC and number, and that's it. I think we can double check that. So so for now, I think so if we go back to equipment, so we have kind of mixed bag. So we have some numbers which just click this, so it can set to open all the equipment, right? So for example, if we look at the boots, right? Somehow like the boots, I guess, right? So so for example, this one is like I think it's old number which I had in the beginning, which included the date, some additional numbers. So we need to fix that. So we need to update this, right? So we can remove. But that's not this one. Or this identification ID. So we can generate new number. So this will be like new format. So it's PMC now. Mountaineering equipment, boots, and then number. So for simplicity, so for now, I think what we're gonna get this stuff tags PMC dash 01 like 0001. So from 1 to I think 450, 440. So we have for now I think we have less than we have about 300 I think pieces, something like that. So we can when we retag equipment, we can with the phone we should be able to just use the tag. So if you attach the tag to the piece of equipment, you can just if you find equipment, click on the tag and it'll automatically record the specific tag, right? So we can discuss how to do that. But for now, I think we have this a little bit mixed up with the numbers. So we can just erase all them. I'm not sure if we can erase all numbers. Anyway, I can check, but I didn't see this option. But so otherwise, we can when we retag, we can kind of regenerate numbers. I think maybe based on the tag number. We can also write it in like by hand here, for example, 001, something like that. Okay. Yeah, I think Haley, I think she wasn't able to join. Okay, Patrick, do you have any more questions, or do you have any anything?
No, it sounds pretty straightforward. I guess we'll just identify the equipment based on what it is in the image until we get the barcodes.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because once we get the barcodes, we can just scan it and it'll be a lot faster.
right. Yeah, barcodes. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends how it works, right? So if you're a user, right, you still I think the only way you can identify equipment would be like look at the picture, I guess, right, and go by the numbers, because barcode probably won't be very helpful. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think barcode is good if you have like a club or something, right, where people can see like boots, for example, like several pairs of boots. You can try one, it fits, so you can scan and kind of get it on loan. But yeah, anyway. But if
Okay.
someone gives to you, right, like yeah, so if someone borrowed stuff and give it to you to return, right, yeah, you can just scan it and say, okay, now it's returned, and then it's up to you when you bring it back to the locker. But from now on, I think once the person give it to you, so he's basically off the hook, I think, right? That's helpful, I think, right? And or
Yeah.
same thing, right? Yeah. So if you give some, yeah, so you can just pick up stuff, bring it out, and person can just scan with his phone, I guess, and just take the stuff on loan, I guess, right? That's another way to do that. Yeah.
Okay. And then are we going to require every person reserving or getting gear to have an account
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Gearlog, or
Yeah. There is
can we
no.
add
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
if they
I don't think there
request
is
it?
any. Yeah. There is no limitation on number of people So I think we should, yeah, I think we should ask every member to just register. It's probably I think it's easier if they register because it asks some questions. People can put like phone number or don't put phone number, or they can decide what kind of information they want to put there. I mean, you can check. We can discuss. I don't know. Do we need a phone number or at least email, right? I mean, we need some kind of contact information for the member to be able to reach out.
Yeah, at
Um,
least email, right?
yeah. Probably, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and so eventually, like we'll have a bunch of users, the normal users, and they can make reservations.
They
So when
can
a
make.
user makes a
Mhm,
reservation,
mhm, mhm.
how does the Gearmeisters get a notification that like a
That's good.
reservation was made?
That's a good question. Yeah, my guess. Right. That's a good point. We should actually find out. I don't know.
And yeah, we
Yeah,
can test it, I guess, and see.
I think yeah. That's what I say. Yeah, we probably should test. Yeah. Um. Right. And again, I think the question is, do we let people do the reservation like year in advance, and then forget about that, and then never take it on loan, something like that. I mean, we can decide how this should be done. Um, we can disable, I think. I mean, yeah, it's up to us. I think we probably can disable it for the users if we don't want them to reserve ahead of time. But it kind of makes sense, I think, to reserve, right? If Except that we know that how reservations for the trip work, right? So just 1 hour and everything is booked, and then people don't come to the trip. So yeah, we have to kind of figure out how to make it like smooth and workable, I
Yeah,
guess.
maybe we can set like a limitation. Because people could start using that instead of doing the email to reserve
Mhm.
equipment. So
My guess, if you're yeah, so yeah, we should try. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Yeah, my guess, if they're yeah, when they reserve, they should send you, I guess, right? Uh, I would think it would be on the user to yes, to reserve, and then maybe notify you, and then or Gearmeister, right, to get this piece of equipment out. And then I think, but then we can actually check and then see if it's returned or who's holding the equipment. This would be nice. Um, I think for now the problem is that people don't use it so much, right? Because it's difficult to find what we have and how to count who has what. So yeah.
yeah, and that could be an incentive to get more people to sign up for Gearlog. We can tell them, hey, if you sign up for Gearlog, you can see what exactly we have in stock, and then
Yes.
you can,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
see all
Yeah.
the stuff.
I think it would be nice. I think it's very, I mean, user friendly. I think at least for now. So
Yeah, and you don't have to download the app. You can log in on a browser.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. They can do. Yeah. You can do computer or you can do. Yeah. I like phone. I don't know. I think everyone's kind of use phone now these days, right? Um. Okay.